Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Retro and Loogi show. I'm Retro,
And I'm Loogi.
and today we're doing the discussion on the direct that happened on the 9th of February. I don't really have anything to follow that up with.
Yeah. Our first point of discussion is the new Mario Strikers game. I actually forgot the
Which,
subtitle.
what is it? Battle Chargers, Battle Strikers.
Wait, it's called Mario Strikers Battle Strikers. There's two strikers.
Wait, no, Battle. What is it? Now I don't know what it is.
Alright, new Mario Strikers game. That's all we need to know.
No, that's not all I need to know. I need to know the truth. Battle League. There we go.
Yeah.
It's a league. League of Legends.
Oh no. So the first interesting thing is that there just is a new Mario Strikers game.
Yeah. Which is pretty sick.
I've never
Right.
actually played any of the Mario Strikers games, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard from people, it was interesting because it was sort of this darker, more violent, kind of edgy version of a Mario sports game.
Oh yeah, well if you look at some of the finishers, it's definitely or whatever they call them, the final smashes or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're definitely a lot more intense and a lot more Mario just literally became a god.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they thought Nintendo, nowadays they're going for sort of the clean, super family friendly brand for Mario, they got the Mario World theme park opening. They just want Mario to be sort of that clean, sort of plasticky 3D world type of thing.
Well, and I kind of find that a little dumb, mainly because I get wanting to stay PC and family friendly and stick to that audience, but then what you do in the process is you lose the people that have been there since the beginning and are looking for something that's a little more than just, oh, now they're all wearing cat suits. How adorable.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that's what the Strikers will deliver. Something a lot more mature and they're not mature as in, crazy, Bowser's gonna fly up in the air and kick the
Decapitate
ball
Toad.
and, yeah, decapitate Toad, or some dark Future Diaries or Yasumi Poon Poon stuff, but a little more intense, a little more. Did that really just happen?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were saying that they didn't see Waluigi or something. I think that was an issue.
they?
One of the
There's no way.
they didn't see Daisy.
I could have sworn I saw Waluigi.
Yeah, he was there. He was there a couple of times. But no, I think it might have been Daisy was the one that people didn't see. Which, I mean, they're gonna have Daisy.
Yeah, they gotta have Daisy, right?
If they have Rosalina, they're gonna have
did
Daisy.
Did they do a Smash 4 and add Rosalina instead of Daisy?
Maybe.
That'd be crazy if they didn't have Daisy. From the stuff I've seen of Strikers, that was one of the things I remember, just Daisy screaming at people, being insane and violent.
Yeah, to me, Daisy's kind of the tomboyish, sports
Yeah.
princess. Princess Peach is a damsel in distress. Daisy, like I said, is the tomboyish sports princess, except for that one time in Super Mario Land, the game that a handful of people have played. And according to that one video, only a handful of people actually consider it a Super Mario game, so that's a thing. And then Rosalina is more of a side character princess. she's isn't technically the only game that she's ever been in as an actual character is Mario Galaxy, isn't it?
What do you mean, like as an actual character?
Like as an actual integral part of the story,
Oh,
like how
uh,
Daisy and Peach are.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, like Daisy's only game that she's been integral to the story in was Mario Land, and ever since then
Mhm.
it's just been like party games and sports games.
Yeah, which I think that Daisy is underrated. Like
Yeah.
everyone
It,
always talks about, like Peach and a lot Rosalina, and I think that Rosalina and Peach are great too. I think Daisy is underrated.
yeah. Hopefully Daisy's in Strikers. I don't know why they wouldn't include her, but maybe it was just a random selection of footage and she got left out for just by accident.
Or maybe they couldn't come up with any more ideas for. I'm being sarcastic because that's what they said about the Paper Mario series.
Oh.
They were like, we're at a point where we can't create any more new characters for the Paper Mario series, or something like that. I don't remember the exact. It was something along those lines, and I took it as like. I'm not really sure what I took it as. I took it as giving up, I think. Like
Yeah,
they're
that was
just
a.
like,
I think that was another reason why people weren't expecting a new Strikers game, because like the change from like Super Paper Mario to Sticker Star, where they're like watered down the entire series, like no more original crazy enemies or like crazy deep dark story. It's all just like the green plains, the desert, the Goombas, the Bob-ombs, all the like standard Mario stuff. So I think
green
people just
toad,
expected,
yellow toad.
yeah, they just expected that like, okay, this is the Mario brand now, and Nintendo doesn't want to deviate from that. So I guess
And
they just assumed that Strikers was not coming back.
yeah, which
But
I
we got
thought.
it.
I thought so too. And that kind of gives me hope for possibly them having bought the rights to, or hired the people that worked at what was it, Alpha Dream that made Mario and Luigi.
Well, this one was Next Level Games, right? The same people who made Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I was
People that
watching the
made-
trailer and I recognized the way that the characters were animated from Luigi's Mansion 3.
Next Level Games does an excellent job on like all of their games. Like people have enjoyed, like the Punch Out game
Yeah.
on the Wii. So the next step in our infinite journey of this Nintendo Direct is the Kirby and the Forgotten Land trailer, which showed off the mouthful mode.
Oh yeah, the mouthful mode. That was kind of terrifying when I first saw it. Like I didn't realize it was Kirby's mouth like stretched around the bottom. I thought that was just his like skin opening up. Thought I was witnessing some like Kirby body horror stuff.
Oh no. I just want to know. I just want to know how he's driving the car. Like
Does he have his like tongue around the wheel?
that's what I was thinking. Like sitting there with the tongue. He's got it like double looped around so he can use the brake and the gas. But like, man, what is it? There's the there's the scissor lift mode and the vending. I love the vending machine mode.
Yeah, it
Vending
looks like
machine mode where you can shoot juice cans at people.
yeah, it looks like it's gonna be fun. I like when there's just stupid fun ideas like that.
Yeah, for sure. It does look like it's going to be really cool though. Hopefully, I'm hoping that it takes longer to beat and that it's more difficult than Star Allies was, because Star Allies I beat in like
Yeah.
a day, and like it's kind of been the consistent theme as most Kirby games can just be beaten in a day, which I guess might be the point still.
Yeah, Kirby has always been kind of a easy series, but I hope they at least ramp it up a little bit more than what it's been in the past few games. Like I don't know if you played it, but I really like the difficulty of Kirby's Adventure on the NES.
No, I haven't played Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah, the game's still like fairly easy, at least by NES standards, but I don't know. I actually felt challenged at some points. I'd like it if this game had a bit of that too.
Yeah. I can't believe that they gave that cat creature, whatever, the one that in that one scene where it's like chasing you around on that arena and like trying to scratch at you. It's like a humanoid cat cheetah thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they gave it hips for some reason, like big, like
Oh.
wide, like. And it's like, why? Like, are you trying to incur the horny wrath of the internet? Like, I gotta say that's gotta be like, if we're gonna go, like, if everything is gonna get attributed to a sin or whatever, like, of all the 7 sins, like, the internet's highest is lust, for sure. Like, you take anything that looks remotely like, I could make, art of this.
Heavy quotes around art.
Yeah, we're talking like 5 quotes on each side. I could make some art of this. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And then someone else is like, you know what? I'm gonna do it too. And then you create an infinite cycle where the Rule 34 tag for your character has like 1,000+ images. I just want to know. I just want to ask, like, a game developer, like for example, I want to ask Toby Fox, what do you think? How do you feel? Like, what goes through your head when, like, you just happen upon it and you're like, oh, that's the character I designed? I guess technically you would want to ask, like, Temmie, since she designed the characters. So, like, I guess I would have to ask Temmie, not Toby.
I mean,
Ask Shigeru
Nintendo
Miyamoto.
Oh no. I mean, Nintendo also had no, I was talking about Star Fox Adventures a little earlier before we start recording. That game has Crystal.
Crystal.
Which, yep. Yeah.
Oh, they knew what they were doing. There's moments where it's just like, you knew what you were doing.
Maybe they're just big brain. They're getting free marketing from the furries.
That's actually, holy crap, that's actually a good point. Because think about how much publicity Samsung got after they made Samsung Sam. Like, that's an excellent point. I wonder if they teach that in business management. Or like advertising or whatever. Like, is that one of their curriculum? What do they call them? One of their standards is the basics of sex appeal and advertising.
I just imagine some like college course. The professor like switches on the projector and it's like a picture of Crystal from Star Fox Adventures.
There's a picture of Crystal, and then there's a picture of I'm trying to think of. Yeah, there's a picture of Crystal, then Samsung Sam. Oh yeah, then they show a picture of Twitchica. Would have to, because there's no way Scott Cawthon didn't know what he was doing with that. Like, it has to be intentional.
People are like, if you ever get bored, you should look through the Steam reviews for FNAF Security Breach.
Oh,
like
no.
People are concerningly into the animatronics.
I bet you it's Roxanne mainly.
Yeah,
the
that was
wolf
most
chick.
of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always the wolf characters. Oh boy. There we go.
Remember when we were talking about Kirby?
Oh yeah, Kirby. That's a thing. The new Kirby game looks good. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I like the fact that you can build a Waddle Dee town, like by saving the Waddle Dees. It actually, I like it when collecting something actually gives you like a fulfilling, like some form of fulfillment. I hate collecting stuff for no, for example, collecting 999 Korok seeds just to get a golden pile of. Oh, I want to say the S word so bad. I'm so glad Helynt authored it. I think I would have actually like put my game cartridge into the garbage disposal.
Yeah, I'm all for like 100%ing games that I like, but that's just That's just too much for like nothing. I mean, I'm kind of glad that it's not some like super big cool reward, because like finding all the Korok seeds is like really hard to do. Like that's a lot to ask of people.
But it should be something more worthwhile than just,
Yeah.
haha, look, he gave you crap.
But yeah, it's cool that the progression in Kirby Lost World. Wait, is it? No, not Lost World. Forgotten Land. Lost World's that Sonic game. Cool that it's actually gonna feel like meaningful. At least it seems like it is.
For sure.
But that's about all I have to say on that. The Kirby Forgotten Land is one of those games where I like saw the first trailer and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna get this. Then I just sort of like stopped paying attention after that.
Yeah, I'm still paying attention because I like learning more about a game like before I get it.
Yeah.
But like I saw the first trailer and I was like, okay, I'm sold. Ooh. Now we can talk about Live Alive, right?
Yeah. Is it Live Alive or is it Live Alive?
That's what the guy said. The guy said Live Alive, so I'm gonna agree with that until somebody bothers us in the comments. I guess technically it's spelled backwards or something. Like the second live is spelled EVIL, but like it's not just reverse, it's like mirrored from the other side. So like the orientation is like wrong no matter if you how you type it. You actually have to like draw it out. I kind of wish I had known that this game was a thing before, because like the concept is super interesting.
The visual style they went for was really cool too.
I hope that they keep remaking games with this style.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, we're getting that. It's not on our list of games that we're really going to talk about, but we get that Front Mission remake that has that that uses that style, and then I guess it's really an example of like of a game remake that's getting that, what do they call it? HD 2D.
Yeah, that's what I've heard people calling it.
Like, it's such a good art. Like, it's such a cool style. Like, it looked really good in Octopath Traveler, and then Triangle Strategy, it looks really cool. The only thing about those games is that they're like, you know, they're walked to like the medieval aesthetic. But like now we're getting Live Alive, which takes place in like a whole bunch of different time periods. It's like we're gonna get to see that art style in like, you know, a futuristic setting, and a Wild West setting, that kind of thing. And it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah. This was like the one thing from the Direct that wasn't like one of the first party Nintendo stuff that like actually interests me.
Yeah, like I'm not usually like, you know, like I saw Octopath Traveler and I was super interested in that, but like it just like caught my attention. It was like 8 chapters and they're all different time periods. Like,
yeah,
that is a really cool concept.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of criminal that it didn't come to the West. Or did it come to the West and it just wasn't popular? Or
No, I think this is the first time.
yeah, I just really think that Live Alive is going to be cool. I can't wait to see more of it, like, you know, another trailer or something.
Yeah.
But like, I'm actually really intrigued in that game. So, yeah, let's complain. I love complaining. Kingdom Hearts Remastered Collection, or whatever it is, cloud version.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it on cloud? Can the Switch not handle Kingdom Hearts 1 from the... I just need to know.
Isn't it like just PS2? Isn't that what those games are on?
Let's see. Kingdom Hearts. Come on. Give me the you know, the first game. It says oh yeah, so PS2. That's the image it uses. So at least one of the consoles is a PS2. The Switch should be able to handle the PS2.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that the Switch can't handle PS2 level of software. Like there's no way that it can't handle that. Now I get 3 maybe being a cloud version because 3 is the most recent one, and that was on like
that was like PS4, wasn't it?
That was PS4, Xbox One, the Windows. Now it's on the Switch, but it's the cloud version. And what sucks about the cloud version is that you're stuck playing it on the internet. Like, why can't you, like, I don't know, download like one game at a time or something?
Yeah.
Like it bothers me. I don't get it.
Yeah, I feel like they should have just done it where like maybe the older ones are like they're all released individually. The older ones are like actual ports that you can download, and then the newer one that the Switch probably couldn't handle, that's the one you make a cloud version of.
And that's what they've been doing with like the Hitman games and Control and Dying Light. Like, that makes sense. I get it, okay? Like, that makes complete and total sense. Make them play it off the cloud, make them have to play it, you know. That makes sense. I get it. But having the entirety of the it just doesn't make sense. It's so illogical.
Yeah, I just don't think cloud gaming is really like there yet, like to the point where it's perfectly, like it's a perfectly fine alternative to just having it natively on the console.
I mean, think about the Stadia. I'm not even sure why
no one
Google
thinks
is
about
still...
the Stadia.
I'm not even sure why Google still supports the Stadia.
They do?
Yeah, they release games for free on it every so often. And...
Yeah, you'd think with like Sora coming over to Smash, they'd actually want to provide like a good Kingdom Hearts experience for Switch owners.
Exactly. Like 1 and 2 should definitely be playable. Our next topic, though, will hopefully brighten everyone's mood. It's Nintendo Switch Sports.
I kind of have mixed feelings on this game.
I
was really excited watching the Direct, like seeing the logo for the game pop up, because like I really like the Wii Sports series, which I guess is just like Nintendo Sports series now. But yeah, I played it a lot as a kid, as I'm sure
everybody did.
Most people in our generation did. But yeah.
I kind of like, I don't know, I miss the miis, but they're like,
yeah,
I can get behind the new stylized characters. Like,
I honestly cannot. I hate their faces.
I mean, okay, for me it would be weird if all of a sudden they were like, okay, well now we're gonna start letting you use miis for different games and stuff, because they completely just they just dropped all of that for Switch.
Yeah.
Like there's only like what, one game where you actually use your miis like in the game, and that's Smash Brothers, right? Or I guess there's
you
Mario
can use them in
Kart
Smash and Mario Kart. They released Miitopia, which is pretty heavily Mii-centered.
Yeah, there's that one too.
I don't know. I was hoping they would sort of have the Miis make a comeback, like Miitopia, maybe like a new Tomodachi Life or something.
Yeah, like I remember like all the Street Pass games, and like I remember like I had a lot of fun doing those because it was like I would always play what is it? I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called like Heroes Quest or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the Miis. I wish they were like the main focus of the game. I do not. I mean, like, I just don't like
the game is the motion control. I want those to be polished.
I just don't like how the new characters look. Like they all kind of look like they have the same face to me. Like they all have the same round eyes. Like they all have the same nose, the same mouth. They just got like
They're
different.
Coming for you.
They just got like different skin and hair colors, and that's it. They look kind of corporate in a way. Like this is the new corporate art style.
Corporate art style, TM.
I mean, like the miis, you know, they were kind of weird looking sometimes. Like some were sort of ugly or like almost
like
scary
Sparkle
looking.
Turd.
Yeah, you could just do like so much. Even like the default characters, like there'd be those reoccurring characters you see throughout like Woohoo Island and stuff.
Like Matt.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Matt.
They all just look, you know, they all had like some weird eye placement, or you know, they all just had a lot of differences, a lot of unique stuff about them.
Now we get
these new
Matt
characters
2.0.
just like don't have that.
I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm excited for the online test in 5
Yeah,
days.
it's coming up soon, isn't it? Yeah.
5 days, baby.
I'm at least glad you can still use miis in the game. Like
Yeah.
they showed that little demo. I wonder if like this is probably just wishful thinking, but I wonder if there's like a setting you can turn on where it like uses all miis for like all the background characters and CPUs and stuff. Because that
I
would
don't
be
know. That would be pretty good.
I would be totally sold on the game if that was a thing.
I'm gonna be a little disappointed if they don't add boxing. Like boxing was like my favorite.
Yeah, that's the lineup is another thing we should probably talk about.
Like so far we've got the sword
it's
fighting,
launching
which
with-
I'm happy about.
Yeah, sword fighting, tennis, soccer, volleyball, badminton, and bowling.
Yeah, and then golf
then
is
golf.
coming at a later date.
Yeah, I find it
But,
really
like-
weird that golf is like not in the base game.
I know.
I mean, I guess it's sort of that thing that they're doing now where they're like holding back. I don't know necessarily they're holding it back, but like they release these big patches of content after the game actually releases. And I think they want to like keep interest in the game flowing. But I don't know. I'd prefer it if the game was just complete on launch.
Almost because they do it so often, I almost wonder if they do it so that they can have something to draw out, so that they're not having like these massive blank spaces while we wait for them to like, you know, do Metroid Prime 4 or Breath of the Wild 2, like those things that are just in development and that take so long. So they're like, okay, well, let's make this game where we could feasibly add content to it procedurally later on. Because like the fact that it doesn't have like boxing and I can't think of it, baseball and there was another one. There was more. Hold on, wait. I think I have my. Here it is.
Tennis, space.
I have my.
Yeah, Wii Sports had tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and boxing.
Yeah, and then there was Resort.
Resort
which
had the basketball, the table tennis, the air sports, and cycling. I wonder if we're gonna get like a Switch Sports Resort.
Well, I hope that they don't make it a sports resort, and I hope that they just make it a part of the main thing. I don't know. I guess I don't know. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me in this time to like make it an extra, like just make it like a like a side island or something. Making it a whole separate cartridge is like I don't know, like a waste of plastic or something. I don't know, some excuse that they'll hopefully release everything for free.
I'm not really a fan of like the base lineup of sports they have. Like they have they got bowling, chambra, which is the sword fighting, and then soccer.
Mm-hmm.
But then they have volleyball, badminton, and tennis, which are like all three like net sports. Which I mean,
right.
I like them. I like that they're there, but they just seem like half the game is these net sports. I feel like at least at launch, because they're gonna add golf, but I feel like it could use a bit more variety.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, you got a point. The lineup is a little sparse starting out, so I don't know. I'm gonna be extremely disappointed if we don't get boxing. Like, of all of the sports, like not getting boxing would pretty much be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, that was like my favorite thing to play on Wii Sports.
I clap cheeks at boxing. What do you mean? It's not even funny. I just destroyed at boxing. Which is what I did. I simply did. I was the best. I would get so into it too. Like I actually had to wear the strap.
Yeah.
'Cause I loved the boxing so much. Like I would play the like that's the one. Like that's the one for me. But I did have a lot of fun with the sword fighting in Resort. Like that was my favorite one out of Resort.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about having Chambra, even though I think it's different from what the sword fighting was in Resort. Or maybe they actually just bothered
It
to
seems
give it
like
a
pretty
name
much the
this
same
time.
thing.
But yeah. I mean,
My favorite in Resort was the island flyover for
of course it was.
the plane thing. I don't know if that would really work here though, since it's not really like a contained island setting.
Right. I mean, it kind of is. I think vaguely, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I wondered because a lot of the charm of Wii Sports Resort was that it was like this one set location, and like all the different sports took place on part of the island. I wonder if they're gonna try to like keep that continuity here. Like maybe you'll see bits of the like other sports in the background of some places.
I hope so too, because yeah, that would be cool. You know what I liked
Yeah.
during the trailer? If you listen to the music that they play, you can hear the ba-da-dum bum 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 bum. They used it. And I remember saying, because I didn't really pay attention to the music because I was too busy popping off the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
And then I watched it a second time, and I wasn't really listening then. And then I listened to it today, or I watched it again today, and I was like, oh, that's what. Because the second time I watched it, I thought to myself, I was like, man, I really hope that they use some motifs from the original Wii Sports games. And then there it was. I was ecstatic.
Yeah, I think the gameplay looks really solid. Like, complaints about the game lineup and the miis aside, I think just the gameplay itself looks really fun.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to try out the volleyball. It looks so complex.
Yeah,
Like, you could have never done that on the Wii. Are you kidding me? The Wii still needed a sensor bar. One of my friends at the other place that I go to for school, it's not our main high school. So earlier I mentioned going on a quick tangent. I just want to say a simple statement. I missed the Badge Arcade from 3DS. I thought that was.
Oh yeah, we were talking about miis and stuff.
Even though I slowly stopped playing it, I still remember vividly. Just every day I would go in there, get my free capsule, get some really cool pins. Some of them were like multiple. Oh, I loved it so much. It was so cool. I had like a Mario level set up on my 3DS home screen. Bro, the 3DS was great.
Yeah, I feel like the 3DS as a whole just had like more personality than the Switch does right now. Like you had the Street Pass with all those games. You could have all your different themes. You had the Badge Arcade, and yeah, I feel like there was just more going on with the system itself.
I'm so frustrated.
I think Switch has better games, but
that's true. There's a lot less shovelware. Like that. Granted, by the 3DS era, it started dwindling.
If you ever,
at least physically, there's a lot less shovelware.
Yeah.
Like digitally, there is quite a bit, but physically, there's a lot less.
Yeah, there's literal like Unity asset flips on the eShop.
Oh, that's terrible. Maybe that's why Nintendo hates me. But yeah, no, like I'm still angry that because I remember like looking at the theme shop and being, oh, that's so cool. Like every time a game would release and there was like a really cool theme to go with it, and they would have like,
Yeah.
you know, you would have like the music.
Yeah.
I remember for the longest time, mine was. I think I started mine off with the Sonic Boom background. I don't even remember the piece of music they used for that one. And then for years and years and years, it was the Skyward Sword one,
Mm.
which played Ballad of the Goddess, and then it was the Majora's Mask one, which played. Oh, what did it play? I don't remember.
It sort of connects to what I was saying about the new Mii characters, though. I feel like they just, there's less going on, less personality.
Maybe that's gonna be, like to us, like to our parents, the Miis were probably weird for them, and to us, these new, not Miis, are weird to us. Oh, that was funny. I was telling one of our, I saw one of our friends. I'm just gonna say his like tag Rocket Punch. We were in the CCC at our high school, and we were talking about the same game, and he ended up calling them the not me's. Like he said that like they're not me's, and I instantaneously like on cue said, "Yo, you're not me," which is a line from Persona 4 that all the characters say to their shadows that incurs like the bosses every time that they say you're not me, and then there's a big old boss fight because it's like they didn't accept their inner self or whatever. But no, that's why I started laughing like a psychopath. Oh god, they do have the same face.
Right?
It's like Uraraka and Midoriya from Mario Hero Academia. They use the same face assets. It's just slightly altered. Oh, I don't know how I feel, and it's weird. What I hate about about when they do this style is because I think they did it with like Ninjala and stuff. Is that
Yeah,
when they do
the
this
characters
style,
reminded me a lot of Ninjala.
when they do this style, the character, like even if they're supposed to look old or mature, they still look like a child. Like this gray-haired man on the third image you said.
Yeah, he looks like an 8-year-old with a beard.
Like that is a baby man right there. And the guy to the right of the girl with the pink hair, like they're both supposed to look mature, and they don't. They just look like a baby with a with a mask of some kind.
Yeah, like the Miis, you could actually give him like smaller eyes and like these face wrinkles to actually like make him look old.
Yeah, like these guys look like the people that that was the point of the Miis. They're supposed to look like you.
Yeah.
And sometimes
I don't know,
people
maybe
make them look like sand. So.
See, I wonder, like, maybe they just gave us bad examples to work with, but, like, it seems like there is a lot less you can do with these characters. Like, people aren't going to be able to make Sans or, like, a hamburger man.
Or, I mean, we might be able to, and it might just be, like, a refurbished, system. Like, you might have the same customization options, it just looks slightly different. Fun fact,
Maybe.
Speaking of character creation, if I remember correctly, the Breath of the Wild characters are made off of a Mii system.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting tidbit. Okay, so I think I don't have anything else to say about Switch Sports.
Yeah.
Now we get to talk about B.
B?
When they played the trailer for the Earthbound,
Oh yeah, just the B showed up.
it was just B.
Cool
Yeah,
that we
excited
finally
about
have.
it.
Yeah, that was one of the SNES games that like people wanted to come over ever since the service launched like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah,
Better
Yeah,
late than never, I
seriously.
guess.
Exactly. I'm not excited about the NES one as much. It looks like something I don't want to experience,
Yeah.
but
They're showing the trailer. I'm like, yep, that's an NES game, all right.
it's so janky. It looks so janky, and it looks like it would just be painful to play.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, Nintendo, if you're listening, which you probably aren't, but if you ever do listen up close, and get real close. Turn off all your music and whatever else you got going on. Listen, just pure silence. Tune out everything except for my voice. Localize Mother 3. For the love of God, please. You have Earthbound beginnings. You have Earthbound. Now you just need Earthbound 3. All you need to do is translate it. You don't have to do anything else. Just translate it. Translate it and toss it on whatever. No, just okay. Where was it on? What was it released on? Platforms. Come on, Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Make it a standalone thing, or give us a GBA console, please, because there's a lot of Game Boy Advance.
They'd probably, you know what they do? They'd probably put it under their the $50 online pass.
The stupid expansion thing that's like $70 a year now, which we were only going to complain once in this video, but I gotta complain. I gotta get this out. It's been weighing on me for ever since NSO came out. Why does Nintendo need an online service?
Yeah.
They did just fine for years without one. And it's not like they're losing any money by not having an online service. Granted, I do kind of enjoy getting a whole bunch of games under one umbrella thing, by having the online stuff, but the fact that it blocks you from playing online, and you can't, the whole point of Nintendo is to be you're supposed to be the family thing, but granted, friends aren't, I guess, necessarily family depending on what situation you're in, but still, why shouldn't I be able to boot up Smash Brothers and just call up one of my friends and be like, yo, want to play Smash? And they're like, oh, I don't have online. It's like, oh, great.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating because the expansion pass is getting so much stuff. All of that, just the base NSO gets you is NES, SNES, the ability to play with friends online, and I think cloud saves or something.
Yeah.
So far now we've got N64, Sega, and that's the other thing. Why are we doing? Oh, I'm so angry. Why are we doing Sega Genesis before we're doing GBA or GameCube or even just straight up GB?
Yeah.
Why are we doing Sega Genesis? Why? You don't have to. You don't need to. Why? Why do you feel there's so many other consoles that I want them to get to. Here they're like, Sega Genesis go, and it's so mind-numbingly stupid.
I wonder if the situation with Mother 3 is gonna change at all, because they're adding Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings. They're sort of letting people have a way to get into the Mother series. Mm-hmm. So are they expecting people to just be like, all right, I'm satisfied, I don't care that there's a whole new critically acclaimed game out there that I'm not able to play
knowing Nintendo
in this series that I just got into?
Nintendo is so frustrating, dude. Why don't you just listen to your fans instead of just making decisions and then being surprised when people are frustrated? This isn't what we want. This is terrible. And they're like, well, guess you just don't like that series. Say goodbye.
To a certain extent, Nintendo clearly at least has some idea of what the fans want. That's why they made a big show out of Earthbound coming to SNES Online, because they know people wanted that.
Exactly.
So I guess they're just very selective about when they'll actually do something that people want.
Oh, and I'm just gonna use this moment to kind of like not so graciously blend into the Mario Kart stuff. I think it's cool and all, getting all the remastered tracks. Like that's gonna be cool. Like I'm excited to see like Coconut Mall and stuff. But why?
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 What
Pray
do you
tell.
mean why?
Why are we making a if they honest to God, if they wanted to do the remastered tracks, why not just make Mario Kart 9 instead
I
of
think
making people pay $25 for a
not so subtly
15,
Googles
16,
something.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20 for a 8-year-old game.
I think it is just
Theoretically, I guess
'cause
it's for the deluxe version, which I guess is like 4 or 5 years old, but like still.
I think it is just 'cause Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold so well. Like they wanted to keep that momentum going.
Keep that momentum going. Yeah, 4 years later, sure, that momentum sure is going again.
I mean, I've heard it's like still consistently selling fairly well,
Oh, I mean,
even
of
after
course
all
it
this
is. It's a
time.
Mario Kart game, but still, like you know.
I'm thinking their thought process there was just like, let's make this sort of a definitive Mario Kart experience. Because it's gonna have
Okay,
like
but
96 tracks now.
they're adding 48 tracks. For $25, you're gonna get 48 remastered tracks, which is like enough to make a game in and of itself. Like the Switch is missing, like like every console up until now, every Nintendo console up until now has had a version of something. You know what I mean? A version of Metroid, a version of Zelda, of Mario. Like that was original to the console. That wasn't just a port. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what's happening is that Nintendo is just doing these ports. Like there isn't an original Donkey Kong for the Switch. There's just the Tropical Freeze port. Same with the Mario Bros. Game. That's just
Yeah.
deluxe. Same with Mario Kart 8. That's also just deluxe. Like there is no original Mario Kart for the Switch. There is no original Donkey Kong. No original. What was the other game I mentioned? Mario Bros.
I mean, I guess it sort of depends on like how long something is still considered a port for. Because like Tropical Freeze and New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, like those are pretty much the exact same game. But like 8 Deluxe, we got like, I don't know, did we get any more new tracks, or was it just all the same DLC that 8 had?
I think it's just added the DLC. Pretty
Okay.
sure that was it. It just added the
Wait.
DLC and then
It had a few new characters. It added the new, way better battle mode. It's like one of the best battle modes in the series, at least in my opinion. And now we got like 48 new tracks. So like I feel like it's to some extent its own game at this point. Like still heavily connected to 8. Like they use the same engine, but
and the
it's
same gimmick.
yeah. I feel like it's got a lot of its own identity though.
I don't know. I guess that's true, but it's still frustrating.
Yeah. Another thing about the tracks though is at least that I noticed was like they look a lot different graphically than the base Mario Kart 8 tracks.
What has been going on with Nintendo and their graphics recently, dude?
Like to me it looks like a lot of the courses they showed were just sort of imported from Mario Kart Tour. Like they have that sort of flat almost plasticky looking style. Like you look at one of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks and like the grass is like super textured. They got like all these little flowers and like petals in the grass. But then like grass in one of the new tracks they showed off is literally just like solid green, perfectly flat.
Yeah. I don't know what Nintendo has been doing with their graphics recently, but they've just been like boozing out. Like Sword and Shield, terrible graphics. Arceus, not great graphics. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pack, not great graphics, depending on what what stage you're playing. Which I guess they just figured that Tour was recent enough, and so they were just like, whatever, good enough. There's like 5 more tracks for this little booster pack thing. Tide them over until we get 9 working or whatever.
I mean, it is like 48, right? That's the number. 48 new tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, 48 new tracks for $25. I guess it might be a little weird to expect them all to be like super visually impressive, but I think it is going to be weird going from like playing these super detailed, highly textured tracks into like the flat Mario Kart Tour looking tracks.
Yeah.
I've heard people compare it to the like Mario Kart Wii modded online scene where they like add all these custom tracks and they like they don't look quite as good as the base tracks, but it's still cool that they're there because it's a lot more content.
That's an understatement. Quite as good is a major understatement.
I mean, it really depends on like the person that made the track. Some of them are like really talented. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna buy it anyway because I like Mario Kart. And I'm sure they'll be fun to play on, regardless of if they look a little less visually impressive.
Yeah. Is there anything else I want to say about Mario Kart 8 stuff? I was happy to hear the Coconut Mall music. That was pretty cool.
I do think that was a good move, opening with Coconut Mall. See, that's another thing. Like Nintendo knows what the fans are into to at least some extent.
Oh no, they know. They it's not to some extent. They definitely know what the fans are into. It's just that they don't act on it because they just think that they know more than the fans. And it's like, I just want them to try it just once. Just do something that the fans say. Like, I don't know, localize Mother 3. Just see what happens. Just, see how much money you earn.
I really wish the DLC added at least like 1 or 2 new characters.
Yep, new cars, new characters, something interesting.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Because like they're adding all these new courses, but I feel like just a few new characters would really make it feel like sort of a Mario Kart Ultimate sort of thing. I want Funky Kong back.
It feels less like.
Oh, what if we got Rob again?
Courses.
Like in DS.
There we go, Rob and Funky Kong back again.
Oh, that would be. I would be so on board with this. I would have no complaints if we got Rob and Funky Kong.
Bro, can we get the excavator car back? Oh, but no, like it's
on the poltergeist car too.
Oh yeah, there you go. The vacuum car.
I just think it's crazy that the total track number is going to be 96.
Yeah,
I've been playing a lot of Double Dash recently, and that game has like 16 tracks total. Like that's all you get. So 96 compared to that is just crazy.
Yeah, it's a little excessive. Alright, well, I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
I think I'm ranted out for now. Yeah, we should probably do the whole wrap up thing. Where's your outro? I don't remember an outro. Do we have an outro?
Did we?
Was it just a thanks for watching?
I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember an outro, everybody. You can leave. Today the bell dismisses you. I do
Goodbye,
not.
everyone. Farewell from the Retro and Loogi show. I'm Loogi.
And I'm retro.
And we're gone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.